inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey everybody, welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see everybody. Let's see who's all in the chat. My name is Tanya. This is Titanium Built. Welcome on in. If you're new or if you're not new, welcome back. I haven't been on for a night, so it seems like I haven't been on for a year. Seems like that anyway. But I might have to take this retainer out. May have to go off camera tonight. I don't know yet. I'm still the stupid retainer that I have to wear is like rubbing up on my gums. I can't even speak with this thing in my mouth. Hey Princess. Hey Kitsy Cats. Hey Mary Beth. Hey Ladybug. Welcome on in. Hey Ashley Higgins. Hey Christy. Hey Sam. Hey baby girl. Hola. Hey Casey. Hey Miss Bree. There's Dawn. Oh no. Oh no, I feel bad for you, Dawn. Knee pain's no joke. No joke. Hey, Christy. I have shin pain from the metal. Only when I walk for a little while, though. Hey, Groovy Nikki. Welcome on in, everyone. It's good to see you guys. Yes, this is the case with the bearded dragon. Yep. So every Monday, we are going to be doing, hey, Catherine, we're going to do a Missing Monday segment. So that's what this is tonight. I should have put that in the title. Just thought of that. Didn't even think about that. Oh, yeah. Casey, I hope yours goes better than mine. They didn't even have the needle in the IV. Or the eye in the vein. I was telling my other doctor about that today. They were like, and I was like, yeah. They're like, well, you're very positive. I'm like, yeah, I'll try. Hey, Princess. Well, welcome on in, everybody. Hey, Tony. I don't know if I said hi to you. If I missed you, I'm sorry. My name is Tanya again. Thank you guys for being here tonight. If you don't mind, take a second, hit the like button. I won't, harp on you guys too much to do it, but just do in the beginning, and that'll make me so happy. We've got 20 people in here. Looks like we have 25 and we've got like 12 likes. We can get those likes up. I think we could do it. So we're going to talk about Chelsea Grimm's case. She actually, I always do this. I'm like, let me pull up a picture, even though I've been looking at pictures of her all night. Could have grabbed one of these. Let's do this one. This one looks like it's one of the newer missing person flyers for her. So Chelsea Grimm is who we're going to talk about today. She, at the time of her going missing, she was 32, but she's 33 now. So I don't know when her birthday is. I think she's 33. That's what it says on here. But she was an artist, a photographer, a social worker. She had her degree from New York, and she lived in San Diego, California. She was originally from Greenwich, Connecticut. She vanished on or about September 30th, 2023, while on a cross-country road trip of sorts. She was traveling in her 2019 Ford Escape SUV to attend a family wedding back in Connecticut with her parents. It was actually her best friend's wedding, and she was supposed to be in the wedding. We'll get to that. So she is on this cross-country trip, and she starts to go, and she's traveling along. She hits Phoenix, Arizona area and meets up with a friend, and then all of a sudden she decides that she's not going to go. She tells her mom, "Hey, I'm not going to go," and she tells her, we'll get more into that conversation later, but her mom's like, you're supposed to be in the wedding. She's like, "Yeah, don't tell her, I'll tell her." She never ends up making the phone call. I don't know if that's because she couldn't or if she just was scared to, Hey, Reba. Hey, Tempest. Welcome in, everybody. I have like a slight headache, so sorry about that. If I'm like talking a little low, that's why. I don't know why. I took my ibuprofen 600 milligram, It's crazy. Okay, we're going to put the glasses on. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we just need, I'm going to actually take the comments off because it's like when I'm down here, for some reason, it makes me so small down here, but it's covering my face. So I do have some old little things that I could present, I made these when Chelsea first went missing. So I made like 3 or 4 different like little collages of stuff with her, like info with it, because we were going over the case so much. And then we were getting little bits and pieces here and like here. I don't know. We weren't getting it fast enough, right? We were getting some stuff from SF Investigates. He was out there searching. So he was telling us some stuff. And then he was like sending some videos and stuff like that. So we like of her being seen. And so we had that to go off of. But I did get a hold of him and I haven't heard back, but I just got a hold of him a little bit ago. I was like, oh, I forgot I should have did this earlier. But I asked him if he had made it back there yet. I'm trying to put this into presenter view. I'm gonna have to bring y'all over here first and then do it. I don't know why it makes you do it like that, but it does. Okay, so we'll start off with this one. It's only a few slides, and that'll get us like back to where we kind of know, like we remember the case a little bit more, and then I'll throw in some clips and all that kind of stuff. I did do, this was the first case that I believe this was the first one that I did a FOIA on. Yeah. Her case was the first one. Yeah. And I still have it. It was on a jump drive. Is that what they're called? Jump drive? They're not called that anymore. I don't know what they're called. That's how old I am. But this is a little bit about Chelsea. The picture isn't the greatest quality there because this was 2 years ago. So forgive me. I just realized that or I would have changed it. But she was 33 years old. She's 5'8", 135. She has strawberry blonde hair, bluish green eyes. She was last seen with her bearded dragon named Rox or Roxy. And she was last seen in the Williams, Arizona area. So this is like her little trip that she was supposed to be taking, but she veered off. And we'll get to the reason why we think that too. And you guys might come up with your own reasons. And that's why we're all here, is to get her name out. And also the fundraiser should be clicked. It should be like on every live that I do, but we do have $90 towards the fundraiser goal as of right now, which is totally awesome. Thank you guys so much for donating to that. And the whole month of December, not just on Mondays, but every live or every video I do, it should be connected to it. So that way, if anyone wants to donate, it goes straight to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. YouTube doesn't take a cut, and neither do I. So it's always nice just to go from, your pocket to there, like to the center's, the nonprofit's hands. So on September 24th, she leaves San Diego to make the cross-country trip, over to Connecticut. She decided to drive instead of taking a plane over there because she had this bearded dragon. We think that it was her ex-boyfriend's, and she kind of took the bearded dragon when she broke up with them. September 27th, she meets up with a friend in Phoenix. Chelsea stops in Phoenix to meet up with a friend. We don't know who this friend is. I heard that it was a girl, though. So I heard that on another podcast, thing that I was listening, a video I was listening to today. So take that with a grain of salt. But it says, but I put in here, she would have only been on the road for 5 hours and 25 minutes at that point. So she already needed a break and was already talking about, I don't know, just meeting up with people after 5.5 hours. It just seems like that would be, if you're going all the way across the country, right, you would want to get a good start, I would think. But maybe not. Maybe she left a little bit later and she decided, hey, I'm going to stop. But the last day that she talks to her parents is the same day. She calls her parents on the stage, tells them she doesn't think she's going to be able to make it there in time for the wedding. So she's just going to go back home. That was the first story. And then that same day, Chelsea is seen on hotel surveillance camera. And it's in this hotel in Seligma. And she's overheard saying that she wants to stay off the grid. She asks if they take euros because she doesn't want them to run her credit card and have her name be on file at this hotel. And this hotel looks like a hotel that would definitely take some euros. I don't know. They look like they would take any kind of currency. I mean, it looks like a 70s, 70s spit up in there. It just looks like a really old motel. But then on September 30th, a couple of days after this, they tell her that they don't do the euros. She does speak to a woodcutter. Well, she says that she saw her. So, and that Chelsea appeared to be fine. And then on October the 4th, that's when her parents report her missing because they hadn't heard from her in a while. They were like, we better report her missing. Then on October 5th, the hunters find Chelsea's abandoned car. So 2 hunters find her car abandoned on Forest Road 6 outside of Ash Fork, Arizona. And I'll show you the video of her in the hotel and everything after we finish this. October 5th, officers find Chelsea's car. That's when they recover her car. It has 2 flat tires on the passenger side. Both of them are flat. SF told us, okay, look at this. They weren't purposely deflated and they weren't slashed. So I remember this when he told us that because I was like, well, what do you mean? So, I think they're called moon rocks or something like that. Moon rocks. They're like those big kind of clay kind of rock looking things. I think that's what she rolled over and that's what popped her tire. But it says when officers searched her car, they discovered her wallet, phone, sleeping bags, keys, and bearded dragon were all gone from the car. So everything that was kind of importance, she took with her, right? So that was a good sign. And then this just gives what I just kind of told you. So we'll go to the next one. Now this one's not as big. I don't know why I am doing this to you guys because this is small, but maybe I can make it bigger. Oh, it's going to maybe do it like this. Well, at least it's bigger. Okay. It is a little bigger. Some of this we already went over, so I don't even need to actually bring this up. So this is just my revised one after I got more documents and stuff. So Okay, so this is actually new. I didn't tell you guys about this. So she was seen at the hotel, right? And then later on that night, she is seen on body camera from an officer. She's in a cemetery, and her car's parked in the cemetery, and she pulls up to the car, or he pulls up to the car, and he walks up and he says, "Ma'am, you okay?" Because she's been crying. And she says, "Yeah, I'm fine. I've just been out here taking pictures of the lost soldiers, and I just was getting really emotional." And he says something like, "Well, have you been smoking?" And she said, "Yeah, I did earlier, but that was like hours ago." And he's like, "Okay, I'm not going to hound you. I'm just going to run your license, and let you be on your way." He gives her a place, he tells her of a place that she can stop. Like, it's a Love's truck stop, is from what I'm gathering. And she could stay there the night. That way she's not just like camping illegally somewhere, because you can't camp in city limits. It's illegal to do it. So, and welcome on in, everybody. Hey, Lenora. Right, Maury. When I was trying to think about people for tonight's live, I did think about Mora, but that's another good case. Okay, so let me skip over that one. That slide, give the new one. Okay. So then, okay, this is what I'm going to show you. So this was her parents on the 4th. They called her in as a missing person. And then on the 5th, that was the first sighting of Chelsea's car. Then the police run the license plate through their reader, and it comes back to a missing person. So on the same day, when the officers responded to the scene where the car was, he observed that there was no tracks leading away from the vehicle, like no car tracks, no drag tracks, like if someone was being dragged, or if there would have been like a scuffle, there had been people's footprints. There was nothing like that. It says the officer attempted to open the vehicle, but it was secured. The officer investigated and observed multiple packed bags and luggage in the back seat and trunk. He observed a burgundy purse in the front passenger seat and 2 jackets. In the cup holder, there was a bong. So she didn't take her purse, her bong. Guess it was just necessities. She took her wallet, though, I believe, because her cards weren't in the car. So then on the 5th, the officer walked around the vehicle and observed that both right side tires were blown out, multiple minor scratches on the vehicle, and 3 branches embedded in the vehicle's hood and front bumper. She must have been smoking and driving. The officer canvassed the surrounding area with his flashlight and did not observe anyone or signs that anyone was out there. I mean, maybe she was. Maybe she was smoking and trying to drive at the same time. So, I mean, because it's very hidden back where she was too. So, on the same day, officers look for Chelsea at hospitals. So they call local hospitals and just try to see if they can find her. They don't find her. Then on 10/6, that's when officers bring the SAR teams in to search for Chelsea. Officers inform the detectives that they have found her car. They contact SAR coordinator. They took pictures of the vehicle and the surrounding areas. The officer took an inventory of the car. Then they towed Chelsea's car to impound. And I have a list of her stuff that she had. She had a list in her car too. Oops. So let me grab the next one. This is weird that it broke them up like this, but okay. And if you have any questions, let me know. Right, Casey? I'm just saying, when I go to California, whatever I want to take home with me, I take it home. I'm taking it home. Just mind your own business over there. So then this is Chelsea Grimm timeline update. So I must have done this on 12/7, revised on 12/22. So 10/6, that was the search for Chelsea's car. A subsequent search of the vehicle revealed numerous bags of clothing and personal items. These items include a purse, a laptop case, and a laptop computer, and iPhone, a camera case, a small backpack journal. I think it says journals, and a small case containing numerous receipts. These items were all seized to aid whoops, in the investigation, and I later turned them over to Detective Luna at CCSO. All remaining personal items were returned to the vehicle and secured inside. It should be noted that Chelsea's ID, credit cards, and debit cards were not located at the scene. Also, a tent was taken. And then I think that, no, never mind. Yeah, the tent was taken. So then the SAR team, there were some people that are out there in the macabre force, so they go hunting and stuff like that. And somebody had seen a SAR coordinator, I guess, found personal belongings. It was clothing, and it was like hanging from a tree, and it looked like the pictures were taken like if you were to sell them on Marketplace or something, right? If you're going to sell something on Marketplace, just like, I don't know the way it was, but that's what it was for too, is she was selling it on, but it was Poshmark. So it was like an app similar to Poshmark. So it says like she was selling the clothes, so we're not sure why she left them. Like, so if she was wanting to sell the clothes, I don't know why she left the clothes there. Let's see if I can. Maybe, let me do this first, and then I'll go back to that. Maybe I can do like open all these. And I was going to try to find that video. It's really long, but we just needed the beginning of it. Okay. I'm terrible at looking stuff up. No, that's not it. I'm like, nope, that's not it. I just had it. I'm sure we'll find it. I'm just going to keep these open. Okay. I'll find it for you guys, so you guys will see that. We were on 3. Son of a gun. I thought we were on 4. So, okay. So then on 10/8, there's some eyewitnesses. And this, to me, almost sounds like she was smoking again, but there's nothing wrong with smoking. I'm just saying, sometimes if you know you're smoking and you need both your hands or something, maybe you'd be driving with your foot or something, your leg. But a husband and wife had contact with Chelsea on the night of September 28th. The residence Chelsea pulled onto, she went to pull onto, she thought was the road. It was their property. And she went off the driveway into a drainage area. They said that they came in contact with Chelsea on the property. At the time, she said the smell of marijuana was present in the vehicle, but that Chelsea did not appear to be under the influence and was apologetic for driving onto their property, told them she was trying to get to Humphreys. They weren't sure if that was Humphreys Peak or Humphreys Street because there's 2 different places. But the witness told her husband, said that her husband was able to direct Chelsea to drive out of the ditch, and they provided her with directions back onto Williams and Flagstaff. So, but this is the thing. When she goes to the end of their driveway, they tell her like, hey, take a left out of the driveway. She pops a right. Like, so they were just like, okay. You know, they did try to help her, but I don't know if she just forgot what they had said in that amount of time or what. But then on the 9th, a friend of Chelsea's reaches out to the police. He informed officers that he spoke to Chelsea on the phone on 9/25, and Chelsea informed him that she was abandoning her plans to travel to Connecticut and was going to instead embark on a retreat. They explained that he understood this to be that Chelsea was going on a personal retreat to the woods rather than attend an establishment. They also stated that he believed Chelsea would be traveling to a state where she had already been to complete this retreat. This witness also emailed over a picture of Chelsea's Instagram post from 9/25, and it stated that she was traveling to Arizona to meet her girlie. And it was really a boy. It was a guy. I remember now because I think that she put girly in there on purpose because she was dating that PJ guy and he was like no good and they were breaking up. But still, I think she was just like, that way she didn't have to hear it from him. She just put like, meeting my girl, not meeting no guy. Me too, Casey. I do too. I find it like therapeutic sometimes to drive with my legs, my knee. I have long legs. Okay. I can do it. So this was a possible sighting at Dunkin' Donuts. The person name is Stevens, and she advised that she had seen a woman with a lizard at a Dunkin' Donuts in Mesa, Arizona on 10/9/23. She indicated that there had been an older lady with her and that the only reason this woman had stuck out to her was because she was carrying the lizard like a pet. Well, it's a pet, so yeah. I asked her what the woman with the lizard looked like. She said she had long, dark, brownish colored hair and that she had been carrying the lizard on her shoulder. Stephen told me that she had to put her lizard on the table and that the person she was with told her to get the lizard off the table. That sounds like her mom. Huh? She told me that she thought another person was with them but wasn't sure. She said she left right after they got their order. I asked her if the lady with the lizard was wearing glasses, and she indicated that she wasn't sure. She said she was with her boyfriend at the time, and after consulting with him, he said that she did have glasses on. I asked if she had any tattoos, and she told me she had not, but that she had on clothes that were covering her body. But as we all know, well, we don't know because I don't know if I showed you the pictures, but I think I did. There's pictures of Chelsea with her tattoos. She has like a vine on her arm. She has something on her foot. She does have a few different like tattoos. So. Okay. Okay, everybody's good. Okay, just making sure. Are we kidding? I skipped over 6 too. I'm just skipping on over all of them. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that we didn't skip over this. Okay, yeah, this is okay. So this is some of the crazy stuff, crazier things. So evidence taken from Chelsea's car. It says these are the items that were seized from Chelsea Grimm's car and evidence that was collected. Items 1 and items 2 were not listed. Item 3, fingerprint cards lifted from rear view mirror, seatbelt, front door handle, emergency brake gear shift, engine start button, and volume button. Item number 4, touch swab from top of rear view mirror. Item 5, touch swab from front door handle. Item 6, touch swab from steering wheel. There were a total of 39 pictures taken of the vehicle, and the case was referred to criminal investigation. These were items that were seized, that were found, on her camera. Okay. And I think that we actually got this from SF. Maybe. They downloaded the SD card from the camera and downloaded it to the case file. Based on the timestamps on the photos were taken several years ago. So remember, like I was telling you earlier, like she was a photographer, and that's what she was like telling her family that she was going to be doing. And that's like when she was stopped by this officer, that's what she was doing. She was supposed to be taking these pictures of these, forgotten soldiers and stuff like that on her camera. So it says that they downloaded all of the files, and based on the timestamps, the photos were taken several years ago. More recent date stamps began on 9/28 and appeared to have been taken while Chelsea traveled only with her bearded dragon Rosie. Many of these photos appear consistent with the general area of Williams and surrounding Forest Service roads of the Caleb National Forest. 2 photos taken on 9/30 appear to be of the woodcutters who reported they had conversation with Chelsea on that date. The last photo taken on 9/30 appears to be the view from the front of our vehicle on Forest Service Road 6, where it was disabled. And it's a picture of her taking a picture outside of her car, like through the glass. And that is where her car was disabled, we believe. So this was her to-do list. She had some things she wanted to do. So among other personal items, there was a to-do list, and it was dated 9/28, and it showed a list of 9 items. Coffee/cig, pack, meditate, but it was crossed out and it was replaced with read the Bible, pack car. So those could have been things that she already did. Pay bill for a motel. Like that could have been next on her list, and then she couldn't do that with the euros. Makeup and hair, assuming change that to make herself look different. If she's trying to, I don't know, if she's trying to go out there and be someone else. Start a plan was crossed out. Baptism, renew self in the Lord. And then number 9, it says start a plan on paper. Well, I think this is a plan right here. If you ask me, I think you started it. So. Oh, I'm sorry, baby girl. I lost my dad from the same thing. You'll see me doing that. Now, before I have my head on straight, maybe. But I was a wild kid. No, I wasn't that wild. I was actually pretty tamed. I was one of the pretty tamed ones. Okay, so where were we at? I want to make sure I don't. Okay. Is that all of them? Okay. I have these all backwards. We're just going to start crossing out stuff. Okay. So I want to make sure I tell you the dates right. So the 28th, that's when she is, this is like chronological order. That's when she is captured on surveillance video. And I have that. Are we kidding? Just exit out of all 150 tabs I have open. And then I must have exit out of that one. Okay. I'm looking for the hotel video. I just had it up. No, not that one. Okay. Oh, maybe it was under the Facebook. We'll look for it. I don't see it. I literally just like, all right, there it is. Okay. I'm like, I literally just looked this up 2 seconds ago. Okay. So now I can show it to you. Now it's pretty quick. So, because it's like, they're like, I don't know how they're filming this, but they be doing what they can for us, right? Now, this person right here, this guy, I believe his wife is the owner of the 1970s hotel. I mean, look at it. We've talked about this before. Like the blanket, the pillows, the lamp. Is that an oil burning lamp? It looks like a big one. Just saying. Definitely gives me that vibe. So it says here, Chelsea Grimm inquired at an Arizona motel about using euros, aiming to stay off the grid. Yeah, this is exactly what she says. She also mentions changing her name during the conversation. I've redacted the audio on her specific fears. And these fears, along with untreated manic episodes, seemed central to her disappearance. I now know she was in her car at 5:51 p.m. on September 30th, right where it was later found, with the sunset at 6:14 p.m. And the reason why he does know about the 5:51, she was taking a picture and it like showed up somehow like on the picture, the time. I think it was like maybe it showed up on her car when she was like looking out or something like that, but that's how he does know that. I saw it myself. With sunset at 6:14 p.m., one has to wonder, did she try to hike out after blowing out both passenger side tires, becoming lost in the dark, or is she truly off the grid starting anew? Now, I always heard that she had the AAA. So I think, but then again, she did. Okay, so this is probably a good time to tell you this. So she talks to her mom, right? When she told her mom that she changed her mind about going to the wedding, she asked her mom if she would send her to a retreat of some sort. It was supposed to be for her to get like mental health treatment. I've heard it 2 ways. I've heard it that her mom said just plain out no, but I've also heard it that her mom said, I can't afford that treatment center. It was like 2,800 or something a day. But what if we get you into like another one, right? And then I've also heard, no, just keep driving. So after she gets off the phone with her mom, she does take the SIM card out of her phone. So she's not able to be traced. So she does know that much about like, cell phones and stuff of that nature. She was able to do that. But it says, as an investigator that works solely on missing persons cases, I am often at odds with others when it comes to the sharing of case information. I stand by the importance of information transparency. Barring criminal suspicion, secrecy doesn't aid resolution. Secrecy delays investigations and continues to put the missing person in harm's way. While no crime appears to be at play here, Chelsea is vulnerable. Finding her is crucial for her well-being. Here's a second surveillance clip from 11 a.m. This was 6:28. So this is the fuller clip. I think that at first he had only gave us like a 2-second clip or something just to show that she was there. But you can see, I don't know exactly like if this is her hat here, if this is his hat. I'm not sure. But she has on a pretty white dress. Doesn't look like she was out like in the mud or anything. Looks like she might have something like over her shoulder, like a bag, maybe a purse. And it looks like she's getting ready to take out the euros.
Unless you take euros, or anyone in town exchanges euros.
So she said, unless you take euros or know anybody in town that trades euros or something along those lines.
I was trying to stay off the grid.
He says, I do not. And she said, I'm just trying to stay off the grid.
I don't really want.
And then I think she says right here, I don't really want like my ex to know.
That's the problem. I was hoping not to use the card.
I was hoping not to use the card, is what she said. It's really hard to kind of like hear, but that's sad. So, I don't know. This is This is a difficult case. Now, there was, or there still is, a Chelsea Grimm Facebook group, but it says like your chats for this community will be deleted because they stopped, I don't know, whatever. They just stopped using this site for now. I don't know. Let's see if there's no events, media. Oh, okay. I watched this, y'all. Okay, y'all got to watch this. Does everybody have Hulu? Y'all better have Hulu because I can't play it. But Joe Petito, I have I have a newfound respect. I have a newfound respect. He could get her parents to open up. Do you remember her parents? They did the 2 interviews. It was on October 16th and October 16th, but they were ran on 2 separate days, but it was them in their kitchen. And it was the same, just monotoned, no thought, you know what I mean? We were all kind of looking what's going on with her parents? Are they okay? He sits down with them, talks to them like human beings, and they open up. I thought it was great. I thought it was I think he is really good for true crime and for missing person cases. And it sucks how he got here, but I'm glad we got him. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd be good. Oh, at the $2 bills. Hey, Higgins, you been going to the club? The girl club? That's the only time I ever seen $2 bills. Other than my mom used to give them to me, and she didn't work at the girl club. Maybe she did. I used to love it. I used to have $2 bills. I don't have any anymore. But yeah, if you guys have Hulu, which I swear I deleted that crap, and it's still there. But I watched a little bit of it tonight. Watched most of it, and it was really, really good. Basically, the only thing that got me with the whole episode was that her mom, it was sad, but at the same time, I don't know how strong I'd be though. But her mom was I can't go back out there. So apparently they've been out there looking for her, and her mom can't go back out there. I don't know, A. Higgins. That's what I mean. It's are they these? Oh, what's going on? I should put it in the Patreon. It was a good one. They actually had what was his name? Daniel. I was going to do Daniel Robinson. Yeah, that's right. I think my grandparents used to get them. Then my mom used to get them, but I always got them when we would go to the girl clubs. If it's $10 to get in, they don't want to give you back once. They give you back $2 bills. That way, when you go to the club, you put $2 bills in. You know what I mean? It makes more money. I don't know if that's just an Ohio thing, but Ohio's smart. If you ask me, when it comes to that. I don't know who this is. This it must be her. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Oh my God. I wrote something on that. I said, oh, I was so pissed. My comment's gone. Oh, they deleted it. Oh, that's probably good. Oh, no, they might not have. They might not have. Let me see. Nope, they did. They definitely did. Okay. If you guys know, if you guys have been around, we really dug in deep on this case. We did the FOIA. We went through all the documents. I got, called this, that, and the other. And, there was another creator that used to be on the platform. I don't know if she is anymore. I haven't seen her in a long time. But she shows this and says, do you think this could be Chelsea Grimm? Now, I want to let you know, she's not from Arizona. She's not from the United States. She's on Google Earth right now, zooming into some friggin' rocks somewhere that isn't even close, because I put the coordinates in to where she was missing from. And she's doing this on where the family, this is the family's Facebook page. I don't even know why these are still up. I about fell out of a damn chair when I saw this. I probably might have been laying down, but I was typing. I was like, how dare you? And I don't get mean. I don't get like mean, but that's how dare, like, what is that? What? That's I mean, I could do that anywhere on Google Earth, but what is that? Can't even get the circle right. What do they say about people that can't write in a circle? Well, that's the D's that don't connect. Is it baby girl? Yeah, I was so mad. Fuzzy holes. Oh, A. Higgins, my brother took me when I was 18. He was crazy. He still is crazy. He'd probably take me to one again. He'd probably say, come on, let's go do something fun. Passed out in the parking lot, the parking space, not the lot, the actual space. That's how big he was. What's this? Downtown Williams. Wow. That was January 8th, 2024. Oh. Well, this looks spooky. Like, where the hell is that? And no one's going there. What in the AI is that? I'm backing out. And then this is the Loves, I guess, that she supposedly was at. But I don't think she ever went to the Loves because they never even got her on camera there. Because I have those videos. There's where her Kristen Williams. It's a criminal case now. It's not a search and rescue anymore. They won't tell me anything. Nobody is going to know anything until it's over. When was this? November 30th, 2023. Philip, that's the ex. Yeah, you don't know much, do you? Oh, here's some more pictures of her car, though. So I don't have to, like, bury them or, dig them out. So here's the wheels. Look at all these holes. Like, look at these gashes. These right here are not her. I mean, that's not a design. Those are holes. Like, she wasn't getting out of there. Look at that. I have never seen a tire in my whole life like that. Okay. And then this was the clothes. I don't know who Dave is. Man, he wanted to be included, didn't he? This is the ex-boyfriend. I have never seen either of them articles of clothing ever. I'm 100% sure of it. And she was only gone for a week. We need to ask Jean, the lady that was with the right for what? The lady she was with right before she went to Williams to see if she recognizes them or gave them to her. Well, she didn't see a girl. My friend, my dude. I'm blowing my nose really quick. Sorry. Okay. I have to blow my nose so soft. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, it looks like she just I don't know, hung them up there to take a picture. Or maybe they were wet. I don't know. I don't know why she would hang this one here. Why she wouldn't maybe hang it up on this branch. Can't really see it, but that's what she was doing. But she might have, I don't know. I wonder if the items P.I. Fisher found at the Williams Cemetery on the ground were Chelsea's. No, they weren't. He would have told me that. I would have known that. Okay. And then this looks like it's out where her vehicle was. Look at all that land. Beautiful sunrise or sunset. Okay. You can see like that these ones look okay, I think. Oh, no, those ones look like they're the ones that are messed up. Hell if I know. I think it's the passenger ones, but both the tires look like they were messed up. But I think what she went over, like I was saying earlier, is like they're like these little space, what they call like space rocks or something. Is that what they're called? Steve tried to explain it to me. I think that's what he called them. Like space rocks in Arizona. I don't know. Probably gonna give me some weird stuff. Like these things. But these are actually, I think, like space rock. No, that wouldn't really be it, I guess. Or are they called like moon rocks or something? Do you guys know? Moon rocks. Thanks, baby girl. I'm like, space rocks, moon rock. I knew there's something rocks. And I knew I said it earlier, but I couldn't remember if I said moon or space. But they're like, yeah, kind of like where the yellow rock or the orange is. Wow, that's a pretty picture in Arizona. Never been there. Trying to find the actual rocks, but yeah, they're just basically, I guess they just get cast off of the rocks that are there. What are those? They're like terracotta looking colored rocks. That's what it looks like. Okay, let me see what else I wanted to show you guys. I want to make sure we got all the stuff. So the reward, because I wanted to tell you guys some stuff that just kind of happened. So there was $10,000 reward January of 24 through June of 2024. Then nothing happened until September 2024. Family returns to the site. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't see that. Okay. I wonder if that's on video. Family returns to the site for the 1-year anniversary, eliminating some tips, but pleading for public help. They release a video detailing the emotional toll. Is it this one? No. I know this isn't it, but we'll play this. Or maybe this is it.
Okay. A bad movie, but it's a reality.
This isn't how the Grimm family pictured their lives 1 year later. This time last year, their daughter, Chelsea, decided to drive across the country from San Diego to their home in Connecticut, but stopped in Arizona to camp. She told her parents she wouldn't have cell service for a couple days.
And a couple of days after that, I was like, this isn't right, because I normally would talk to or text or email with Chelsea every day.
We know on September 20th.
Well, we know that she was a little peed off, right? Because she didn't get to go to that retreat. So
she made contact with a police officer in Williams near her campsite 2 days before she was seen for the last time by a woodcutter in the area.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I just was doing a photo shoot of the lost soldiers and got a little emotional, so I was crying before I got back on the road.
Watching that video, did she seem like the Chelsea you know?
She sounded remarkably composed and nothing in that camera footage alarmed me.
Her family reported her missing on October 4th of last year, which alerted authorities in northern Arizona. The Coconino County Sheriff's Office found her car abandoned the next day with flat tires and a lot of her personal belongings inside.
The thing that concerned me was her camera was in her car. Her camera was a part of her personality and an extension of who she was. I would think.
Now, I'm going to have to say no, Mom, because we just heard and we know There was no new photos were on that camera until she started that trip. So nobody would have known about the photos because her parents didn't want the stuff back out of the car. They didn't want the car.
That if she were leaving the car, she would take her camera.
Police canines searched the area of the car within a 3-mile radius, not picking up on her scent or any remains. From there, the clues seemed far and few between.
There were no footprints going away from the car when they found it. We have no evidence that she got a ride out. So how did she get out of there? How does someone just sort of disappear into thin air?
Her parents hired private investigator Justin Yentis, who gained access to all of Chelsea's.
You see her tattoos there, like on her. I couldn't remember if it went down her arm or not, but it does. It goes down her hand, I mean.
Cell phone and digital data, which abruptly ends in the woods where she was camping.
That's the last point that we have any type of cell phone information.
Chelsea had recently gone through a breakup and was having a hard time coping. Yentis is now going back over Chelsea's own words, searching for any new leads within them.
There were diaries and journals, and we've been going through all of those with a fine-tooth comb to see if there's any indication of other people that she had contact with.
Chelsea's parents don't know if she's dead or alive, or if foul play is involved or not. But as the mystery only deepens, so does their tenacity to find their daughter.
I just need to know that whatever happens, I've done everything, and that her father and I have done everything we can to make a full court press to find her.
Chelsea's family is working on getting billboards up off the I-40 near Williams, where her car was found. And
Let's see. Yeah, about that. Where's the billboards? I don't see a one when I pull up the picture, like billboard, Chelsea Grimm. Huh. Yeah, I'm really mad now that they said there was going to be billboards up. And I look, Chelsea Grimm, billboards, that's all you should have to put in. You should see a billboard. No, nothing, nada. Not even do you want to donate to a billboard? Parents of photographer. Told them she reached. Okay, this is old. This is from October 18th. Yeah, so I was right. I think about those interviews being on the 16th. So I'll close it out with SF's last post. I think it was a long one. Yeah, it was. So we'll see what he had to say. I remember what he had to say. I don't remember, but I'm sure it'll refresh my memory. But personally, I think that if more people, there are more people looking for Chelsea now than there were back in 2023 when this case was first happening. I was looking at different YouTube channels and stuff, and I was like, wow, a lot of people have covered this this case now. At the time, the only people that I know was me, Brian, and SF, and someone that was with SF was covering it. That's all I remember, really. News Nation was covering it. But it says, I'm going to make this my last post about the Chelsea Grimm case. There is not much more I can disclose publicly. I firmly believe that full transparency is needed to solve missing persons cases, but this is not my decision to make. I was contracted for 4 days of search efforts. I did 9 days, and the other days pro bono. In those days, I'm proud of what I was able to accomplish. Yeah, he did a lot too. And he taught me a lot too. Motel surveillance, viewing Love's surveillance, another business Chelsea visited at 4:10 p.m. on September 28th, and interviewing 3 employees, inspecting and searching her vehicle at the police impound yard, taking possession of all of the evidence from the sheriff's department, including her computer, a phone, purse, wallet, journals, receipts, and her Canon camera, which had over 400 pictures from the area she went missing. Miles and miles of foot search and other 120 gigs of drone footage. Why in the hell would you not want your child's things? 400 pictures from a child that you don't know where they're at is like 400 bars of gold. I don't know. One of the last photos Chelsea took is a selfie, timestamped at 5:51 p.m. on September 30th, putting her inside the vehicle and almost dark at the exact spot her car was recovered. Hundreds of text messages were also recovered. The single biggest piece of evidence, in my opinion, is a handwritten note from September 28th that is rather cryptic, but after interviewing an employee at a business and a few of Chelsea's friends, I was able to figure out the meaning and significance. It's not an S note. This was all passed along to the lead investigators, and I hope they will follow up on it. The investigators and family have decided to bring in a child sex trafficking organization. Chelsea's not a child. I mean, she's not even close to a child. But okay. From the East Coast to conduct further search efforts. For this reason, I will go silent to make sure I do not interfere with their efforts. I truly hope they locate Chelsea. I hope they respect the goodwill that has been built with the ranch owners, locals, and law enforcement. I will conclude by saying I do not believe there is a crime in this case. I believe it's either 30% chance after blowing out the 2 tires she hiked out safely, possibly the next morning. And that's what I asked him, right? Like, if you were Chelsea and you had a sleeping bag in your car and you had all the things in your car, right? Because they said she left with the sleeping bag. Like, why wouldn't you hold off until the next morning, right? Let's say you threw your SIM card out the window. You ain't got the SIM card anymore. You got the phone, but you ain't got the SIM card, so you can't call AAA. My ass would not be moving out of that vehicle. There is no way in hell. I would be hanging my shirts up so you couldn't see in the vehicle. You know what I mean? I'd be doing a whole van life in my little, escape out there. That's what I would do. I would not get out of the car and walk. I would be too afraid at night. But that's me, right? She's stronger than me, probably. And then he also said that when people are walking, they think like when people that are missing, they think they're walking, let's say like straight ahead to like a light. They see like a light in their, in their future, but they just got to walk to it. A lot of times they'll be doing like a 20 or 25% arc instead of actually walking straight. I thought that was pretty interesting. So it says here that I will mention there were 3 bills of sale for low-priced vehicles she purchased recently, and those should be investigated because there is eyewitness sightings of her in a gray car, not SUV. Or 2, she was executing her plan to find a new life and stay off the grid in a diminished mental state, and after blowing out the 2 tires she had hiked out shortly after she took the 5:51 p.m. photo and truly got lost in the dark by taking one of the many roads that fork off or FR6 she was traveling on. In this case, she could be far outside the current search zone. At night without a compass, lost persons behavior statistics show that people tend to walk in an arc. Look at that. I was just telling you that. Even though they think they are walking straight. I widened the search grid out and checked a search band starting at about 8 miles from the car and as far as 15 miles out in an arcing formation to the west and northwest of her car's location. As with every case, Chelsea weighs heavy on my heart. I hope by a miracle she is okay. In case she is not okay, I hope they ramp up private search efforts to find her before the snow falls. I appreciate that the investigators and family trusted me with the search efforts for those 4 days, and I hope for nothing but success to the new organization coming in. I hope everyone can understand that I can't answer further questions or reply to comments on this case, which I wrote him. He'll say something if he can't say something, he'll say I can't. I have attached one photo proving she was in her car at 5:51 p.m. PST on September 30th. For those that will say maybe she didn't take this photo, there are others at the same time where she is visible, but out of respect of her privacy, I am not showing a photo that includes her in it. Godspeed, Chelsea. Why does he say that so stupid, Chelsea? It's not around. What? What's not? That was 2 years ago. So he says, I hope she's okay. Wow. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, probably, yeah. She could be, baby girl. That's what someone else said. One of the things on one of the comments, they're like, we're hoping, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that she got out of those. I'm hoping she stuck her ass there until the next morning so she could see better, and she hiked her way out of there. She got, maybe one of the hunters that was leaving and he wasn't coming back. He took her, he, dropped her off somewhere. Maybe he was going to Mexico too. And maybe I really feel for this girl's friends, and the people that do care about her. It's just really sad. And it doesn't seem like a lot of people have been out there to search, other than there are a few like YouTube creators that do like van life, and that's like their thing. And so they've been kind of doing that, So what she did was she did photography. That's what she was telling her mom. But she had her degree in psychology. She was very smart. She went to like some school in New York. So she could have been saving back. Because, she took the bearded dragon with her. That's what gives me like hope in all this, is like she was like, I'm leaving you and I'm taking our pet with me. So the only thing that, like, I don't know, I've always thought maybe she tried to get out in the middle of the night and tried to walk. But I just feel like, man, someone would have found her by now. There's so many hunters out there. They call them like, what are they called? Woodcutters. Wouldn't that be cool, A. Higgins? I think that'd be cool. You just need like you just need to start with one case and then be like, we do this for donations to get to the next spot. San Diego is probably expensive. It sounds expensive. Well, I wish there was some more. Let me see if there's anything else on here. Let's go to all. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, the Hulu one, which is really cool that they covered that on Hulu. I saw that only because I was in something else and I saw that like one of the comments was like, this was on Hulu. I just watched it and I was like, what? And it literally just aired not too long ago. So, yeah. Man, that's expensive. I mean, you could have a 2-bedroom here. I'd take the 1-studio apartment if it wasn't San Diego. If it was like, I don't know. I don't want to live anywhere too busy. Actually, I want a tiny house. Dang it. I really do. I think I'm gonna get me one. I think I'm gonna be like, Vincent, we need to get us a little tiny house. They're not like that expensive. I just don't know where we'd put it. That's the only kicker. We're gonna put it in his mom's driveway. She probably would like that. Speaking of which, if Vincent's mom's listening, he waited for your package all day today. His birthday's this Friday, so he's been excited. He was like, I got a package coming. And no one ever found the bearded dragon. Ladybug, what a valid point. Yeah, that was another thing. So there's no bearded dragon found. I mean, and you would think maybe it would run. Oh, I don't think it would. I did learn a lot about the bearded dragons, though, that they do have to be in like temperature controlled environments, like her taking that lizard and not having like a cage for it with like heat lamps and rocks and like all the things for it to do, and it not be big. Like it was like not good for the pet, I guess, because like they like to, you know, like blend in with stuff and be chameleons and stuff like that. I want to see I just was thinking about that earlier, Ashley, about the Grand Canyon. It's so pretty out there. I've never been like that west. I mean, I've been to California west, not like, I want to go like Idaho, Utah, Arizona, maybe a Dakota or two. Which one has the president's heads? South Dakota, I think. I want to go to that one. That's on my bucket list. We'll go see some national monuments. I didn't go in 6th grade. Dang it. I didn't go to DC in 6th grade. Now I'm going to be living it out in my 40s. Mount Rushmore, yeah. Did you know that they have a secret door in Mount Rushmore? I think it's supposed to hold like, it holds a bunch of documents, but I'm not sure which documents they are. But it holds documents. In South Dakota, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I would like to go there. I mean, you know. They took it to Atlanta. Because that's funny. They didn't go to DC because of 9/11, so they took us to Atlanta. I don't know, but that's Jermaine Dupri's song. Like, wasn't the hymn says "Welcome to Atlanta"? Or it wasn't Jermaine. No, that was Ludacris. Welcome to Atlanta. That's all I could hear in my head when I saw that. They had us go to DC. We were in 6th grade. This would have been years before. How old are you in 6th grade? Like 12? So 4 years before. Yeah, we definitely went to DC. I didn't go. I didn't go to DC. I think it's because I think I was going to be like 19 or something, and I wanted to go to Myrtle Beach with my friends. And so it was like Myrtle Beach and Florida. We went to both. Or DC to learn about some history. Don't ask me twice. That sounds like fun. Did anybody else have any cool school trips? Did you guys go on anything cool? They take you anywhere? You went to DC in school? You live right there. My mom's been, I think, to the Redwoods. Maybe not the Redwoods. Maybe I'm lying about that. She's been to the Petrified Forest. That's where she's been. Where you could get like it was like a tree, but it was like a rock in the middle of it. It was petrified wood. Who the hell has that? Oh, that's my brother. You guys we all went to DC. What did they do? Just, do we all get the same like pamphlet? You know what I mean? Like, did everybody, okay, this is where everyone goes in the Midwest. You went to Chicago? Okay, that's not bad. And Disney? Oh, for band choir. Well, that's pretty cool, though, to go to Disney. Did you get a play? I bet you did. That'd be cool. Yeah, it is really pretty. I saw pictures. I've never been there, Ashley. I would love to go. My mom went. And she had like a piece of petrified wood. It was a pretty big piece. I don't remember exactly where it was on my childhood home. Now that's the only thing that didn't have a price tag on it, because I think she just picked it up or something. I don't know. I don't know how she got it. Oh. So you didn't see, we only had the one trip that went outside. I don't know why. Why would they want to do that to us? No, my mom was probably so glad that I didn't want to go. She was probably going to be like, you don't want to do that. Yeah, that's what it was. And it's like beautiful rock. And their night parade. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. Man, now I want to go to Disney. I went to Disney once. I didn't go to Disney. I lied. What was it? MGM? It's like Disney, but it's not Disney. It's like in the same area, but it's not Disney. I don't think I went to Disney. No, okay. I think I did. So the Tower of Terror, is that MGM or is that Disney? I think that's MGM. So I went to MGM. I didn't go to Disney. Ooh, you went to Disney World. So did my mom. My mom went to Disney World. My grandmother's sisters used to live in California. We should do a grown-up field trip. Hollywood Studio, that's what it is. I've been there too. Okay. Yeah, I've been to a couple places. I just can't remember. I just remember, hey, Happy Cappy. I just remember that Tower of Terror shit. No. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. Ever. Not in your life. Not even for fun. Not even just because there's 2 9-year-old boys with their walkie-talkies bullying you. Don't do it. They don't have handbars. So you get in there, right? I'm terrified of heights. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? I have no idea that I'm going on this ride. My friend Wes was like, let's go on that one. And I'm like, okay, right. Okay, let's go on that one. What's that one? I didn't know what he was pointing at. So after 3 hours in line, we go in this little, these little rooms, and it's like opens up the blinds or the things you get in the elevator, and you're sitting down. And if you don't know the person beside you to this way and to this way, for them to give up their hand, rails, because there's only one of y'all are holding on. There's not 2, like one for you, one for me. No, there's one, and it just drops you. And then right when you think it's over, right? Because you're like, that had to be all of it. They open up the damn blinds, and it's all you see is Disney or whatever it is, wherever I was at. And here we go again. They shoot you down again. And I swear to you guys, when I was cussing and crying at the same time coming off that ride, I swear, I was like, I'm alive. I'm alive. And these 2 little boys that were behind me, I could have snatched them up. They were like, oh my God, did you hear that one girl screaming? And I was like, get them kids away from me. They had like the little walkie-talkies. I was like, I'm going to hit them. I'm going to get them. I said, I was that girl screaming. Damn, Wes had to keep me in the seat. I only weighed 100 pounds at the time. I was supposed to go flying out the top. Senior trip was from New York City. Now, that would be fun, senior trip. That'd be scary, senior trip. My friends went to see the ball drop one year. They were seniors. I was in like 10th grade. I had known one of the little boys, like he was not little now, but he my age, but I had known him forever, but his mom and me didn't know each other. So we went to different schools and stuff. And I get this phone call, and I hear, this is Mrs. Rutherford. I'm like, uh-oh, do you know where my son is? I was like, oh my gosh. And I did. I did. I said, I do. And I think he's in New York. And I was like, I'm going to have to get up here. I know. I saw that case is pretty interesting. And then it was like, I kept thinking, do I need to should I cover it or should I not cover it? And is there still stuff coming out to where it's like, I'm not going to like look crazy if I like start covering it. Cause I've been looking into it, but I'm like, I don't know. But I'll pretty much cover any case. I just know that on Monday I wanted to do missing person Monday. Who's back here? Oh, my nose has been running. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have a question for you guys. Everybody that's, here for true crime, this isn't a true crime question. Has anyone had a bone graft done before? And if you've had a bone graft done, has it fallen out? And if it's fallen out, is it hard like a bone? Or is it soft? Just curious. I have questions and I don't want to Google it. I heard the baby was still missing. And I heard that it's like, wasn't it her family that did it to her? Oh my God. It's sickening. That's sickening. Like, that's so sad. That's so sad. She literally just wanted to be a mom, in your medical nightmare. And I'm like, mm. True crime to me is how police view circumstances based on how much money they'll make in grants. That could be it. Think the mother did it? You think it was her sister? Maybe I need to know. Oh yeah, she'd plead. Becky Hill be pleading guilty too. Yeah. I don't. So Ladybug, like, okay, the TMI. But I was brushing my teeth, and I was being careful because I just went on Wednesday to get this done, and then I had to go. They just shoved something else up there Friday, and I was like brushing my teeth, and we had ate like a late lunch today. And so I didn't brush my teeth after my lunch. I'm not going to lie. I normally brush them 4 times, 3 to 4, 5 sometimes. And I'm trying to not do it as much and as hard. Just, it's a whole thing, okay, with me, because I do everything extra hard. Well, something just like was in my mouth. I don't know if it like fell down or if it was just there. And when I looked at it, it wasn't hard, but it didn't look like a bone. But now I'm scared. So I had Vincent look at it. Of course, he is my man. I love this guy. He straight picked it up and was like, let me see. It's just like, oh my God. So my permanent or my semi-permanent is already up in my, like, it's a retainer I can take out and put in. So that I have to wear that for 4 months. I know. I do it, Ladybug. I didn't realize I was even doing it too hard until a dentist told me. She saw me. She was like, you need to stop brushing your teeth so hard. Like, as soon as she saw me, and I was like, thank you. I was like, because I thought I did. But when you have like, I'm anxious. Oh, Tempest, I was hoping you wouldn't say that. Because like, I just had to do that on last Friday. Maybe I could do that tomorrow. Y'all, if I go back up there and there's something else wrong with this, I'm going to tell them, dentist, you're working on me this time, buddy. Thanks for letting me ask you guys, because so I have mouth rinse, and I've been cutting back. So I think I've only been brushing maybe twice, which is good for me, because I was brushing hard, and I didn't know that you could like ruin your teeth by brushing too hard. You got to treat them babies like they are pearls. Just get yourself an electric toothbrush. That's what they told me. And they said, just don't touch it. Just let it go, glide on your teeth. Mouthwash more than brushing. Yeah, they gave me a really good mouthwash. They said it's supposed to clean your mouth really well. So they said it could stain, but mine hasn't stained yet. So we're good to go. That's true. I know I need a softer toothbrush, I think. And I know it's not from wearing this, because I never wear this. Like, if I'm at home, poor Vincent, he tells me I'm beautiful. And I'm like, are we looking at the same person right now? I got lucky. But just think, by the time spring comes, I'll have a new tooth. You always use a soft one. I think mine is soft, but I think it could be softer. Oh, watch the Diddy documentary. What is that on? Is the Diddy documentary on Hulu? No, it's on Netflix, isn't it? Damn me, I don't have Netflix. Yeah, they make. I know. I just like to feel clean. It's just an OCD. It's an OCD thing. It's probably from when I had the wires all wired up. Netflix, damn. I love me some 50 Cent too. I always love me some 50 Cent. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I did jam out to All About the Benjamins today, because Puff Daddy I used to like All About the Benjamins, and I still can't help but sing it whenever, it's on. No, I need to go watch that because I want to go over that, I think, tomorrow. Rex Huerman. I can't believe he actually got off with two, well, counting her daughter. So, yeah. Oh, the free trial. That's a good idea. I don't know if I've done the free trial yet. I don't think I have. Because sometimes I'll do like free trials for like Idaho stuff or whatever. And then I do like 15 free trials and then forget to unsubscribe. Oh, he does? Oh. I like talking to Ellen Greenberg too. So, okay. Awesome. I'll watch it. I definitely will. Because I wanted to watch it the other day when you sent it to me. And I forgot about it. So I will watch that. I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to go see what's going on out there with the boys because it's pretty quiet, except for I've heard Trump all day. No offense. I don't mind Trump. I don't care. Like, I don't care either way. But I'm like, is he on? I think he was on loop. I think they had him on loop today. I said, is he on loop? Vincent hasn't just blaring. Vincent he can like take out noise. It could be anybody on the TV, but for that long and that loud. He's sleeping with you, Ashley. You know it. I should send you a damn picture because that's how he is. Rocky used to be my cat until he met Vincent. He was always with just me and my mom. So he met another dude and he was like, see ya. 50 Cent is hilarious. I mean, the dude's been shot 8-9 times. Ain't gonna get him down. I'm telling you, the people that have had to fight the toughest to get up and regain themselves, they're the ones that are like, they'd be funny. Oh, it is like a soap opera. I don't know who did his makeup today, but someone did Trump's makeup extra orange. And I do love me some 50 Cent. I do love me some 50 Cent music. I used to listen, to get to the candy shop. Man, 50 Cent hasn't come out with a CD in like ever. So why doesn't he do that? He should do that. Probably because he doesn't have to. But he should. He should put out a rap CD just because he can. And just name it, I did it because you can't, Puff Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, P Diddy, Diddy D, Diddy Do, whatever his name was. I think that'd be funny. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. I will see you guys all tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow evening sometime. I might do a earlier live. You never know with me. You never know. But I do have physical therapy in the morning. So I'm going to jump off here and get ready for bed, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye, guys.
Hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got 1 too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.